A new report from the Legislative Auditor General recommends Utah schools move away from the current practice of soft closures during COVID-19 outbreaks. Fox 13's Diego Romo explains what the report says schools should do instead.
The audit focused on 3 large school districts in northern Utah that used soft closures as a response to COVID-19 outbreaks in their schools, which was recommended by the state's COVID-19 school manual.
Essentially, when they reach a threshold of 1% having the infection in the school, they'll shut down.
The audit found that schools who responded to high COVID-19 case counts with soft closures lost out on nearly half of their in-person learning days, which has some worried the missed days will impact student performance.
When we looked at the 20 high schools in these 3 school districts, what we found was that all 20 experienced at least 1 soft closure. 12 of the 20 experienced 2 or 3 soft closures. And so that's a lot of time that students are spending out of the classroom and participating in virtual learning.
To balance the priority of in-person learning with COVID-19 mitigation, the report recommends schools move to a test-to-stay protocol.
Test-to-stay is different than soft closure because instead of closing down the whole school, what we'll do is pick a day and test all the kids in that school if there's parental permission.
Under test to stay, schools that reach a case threshold would then test the entire school population. Only students who come back with a positive test, those who have been in direct contact without a mask, as well as students who did not get parental consent to be tested would be sent home to quarantine.
You let the kids stay that were not infected, so you don't close the whole school down.
One downside to the program, which was acknowledged in the report, is the need for schools to hire personnel to administer the tests and gather parent permission.
We have to have personnel to do these tests, and so that's what's next on the horizon. Where do the resources come from?
The recommendation to move to test to stay as the primary COVID-19 mitigation effort in schools was supported by both the Utah Department of Health and State Board of Education. In Salt Lake City, Diego Romo, Fox 13 News, Utah.